popped up. Okay, so I want to go to the interview what he was talking about his mom. Okay, here we go right here. Let's listen to this right here. All right, hold on. Yo, bro, now pay attention to this shit, bro.
Man, bro, so speaking of finesse 2 times, right? You had a similar situation where
hold on.
You know, your mom came on the internet and just started, you know, bashing you, essentially saying that you weren't doing much for her, and you came back. Yeah, I ain't doing shit for her.
You heard him?
Yeah, I ain't doing.
He said, yo, your moms came to the internet.
What you saying? Boy, you know how I went through with that bitch?
Yo, hey, yo, bro, it's getting real. It's getting real. And this is going to happen a lot. So they like, yo, your moms came on the internet and said you ain't doing nothing for her, you ain't helping out. He said, I ain't doing shit for that bitch. That's what he said. I ain't doing shit for that bitch. Off top, he ain't need time to think about it. He ain't regretting how he operating with his mom's gang.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
He ain't regretting. And guess what?
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
He gonna tell y'all why. And it's only one reason why I believe him. It's only one reason why I believe him. Because I've seen it 100 times. So let's listen to Cartel Bo talk about why he don't get no fuck about his moms.
You know, I don't have, like, you gotta understand, I don't have, just because you and your mama got a relationship, you don't know my, you know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you. When I was born, I was 1 year old. I'm gonna give you a rundown. When I was 1 year old.
And let me break this down for y'all, right? The relationship that me and my moms have is wild different than the relationship of any people that I know with their moms. And a lot of people feel like their relationships with their moms is toxic. They ain't all the way tight. And me and my mom's kicking it right now. This has been the longest time in my life that me and my moms have been talking right now, right? And you know what it took for that to happen? I had to change. My mom's will tell you, I ain't changing. I don't care. So I had to make a lot of adjustments in my relationship with my moms. Like, reality. Not shitting. Like, yo. There's not, from how I think about it, there will never be a person that comes into my mom's life that my moms ain't gonna fuck with more than me, no matter what goes on, no matter, like, as long as it's a new person. And she might not see it that way. She might, oh, you bugging, but my regret, because that's where we started. One of my main regrets is knowing that I'm gonna die without getting to know, without getting to understand and really communicate with the people that I spent the most amount of time with in my life. Like, I would like to know what the full potential of all my relationships is. But I'm probably going to die never knowing that. I'm probably going to die never knowing that. Because you never get to meet, like, so in some ways I feel like I never got to meet my real moms. Say my moms had me under different circumstances, under different conditions. Because not everybody is able to crawl out of it. Some people could get taken advantage of, abused, misused, and treated bad, and become good people. Crawl right up out of it. Some people cannot do it. I don't want to say cannot. They just will not. So to think that when I die, I'm probably going to die feeling like, yo, I never really knew my moms. You fall in love with women and you never know the woman. Because I want my lady to be able to look on social media and be like, okay, well, my dude got this quality, but damn, I don't see this other quality that he got. Damn, none of these niggas from where we from got this qualities. I told my moms the other day, I said, yo, mom, you could find, I said, yo, mom, the reason I be like this is because, like, I could just find you on social media. So I was like, yo, I could find my lady on social media. No, you can't. What, bro? Yes, I can. And guess what? At any point, if you would encounter me in my element, everybody in my neighborhood is like me. But if you ask me, I'm like, hell no, I'm one of a kind. I'm official. I'm dope. Well, why come your girl ain't only fuck with you? Why she fuck with the next dude after you? That was similar. How she fell in love with him? How you get the same? Do you know you ain't gonna get the same results as everybody else if you different? So you not gonna never look on social media and find a me. And I think as humans, that's how it's supposed to go. Even if a person got similar qualities, these kind of similarities, but to be the whole way, where if somebody put y'all in separate rooms and ask you a question, you answer it the same way as this person. Answer this the same way. If they look in your life, if they start talking to your kids, if they start asking questions, it all start to line up.
Right? She was still in high school. You feel me? So
She was still in high school.
She was drunk.
Pay attention. How many of y'all know women that have children when they in high school? It start to become more of like a friend kind of relationship with your mom. Your mom young, you young. Y'all growing up together. Do she ever treat you like a mom? No. She ain't had enough time on the planet to figure things out. She ain't had enough time to grow into a woman, so how she gonna be a woman for you? She's still a little girl. How she gonna be a mother for you? She still think about herself. How she gonna think about you? She still wanna have a good time. How it's gonna be good for you?
Pulled up in a red drop-top convertible. My cousin Jay-Ton and my granny in the yard. Drunk in the bed. I'm in the bed in the car seat. Jay-Ton snatched the car seat out while she bad got stirred and this, that, and the other. Get on down the freeway. They say my mama didn't see me again, so I was two. Mm-hmm. Right? So when she did see me, granny had been taking care of me. Granny had been doing that, but she was pregnant with my sister. So it was just so much like.
So he talk about from beginning. He like when he was a baby, first getting out the hospital, his moms pull up to his grandparents' crib. They snatch him, but before they could get him out the car, the moms pull off. And she disappeared for like a year. Come back and she pregnant with his sister. Now, he probably don't remember those times. These is what his family is telling him as he growing up, right? But it's something about your mother not loving you or not wanting you or not paying attention to you or not taking care of you or not being there for you that once you find out that happened, it's hard as fuck to get over that situation. And will your moms apologize to you? Will your moms try to make it right? That's why I say, hey, I'm going to be different. Because in my community, motherfuckers don't apologize and motherfuckers don't try to make it right. So that's one way where I say, you know what? I'm going to try to be different like that. Don't make you no punk. Don't make you soft. It don't make you weak to make a mistake and apologize or to even think you might be wrong and apologize. But you got to learn to think that you might be wrong first. So shit like that gonna stick with somebody when they young.
Gang, I've been with granny my whole life. You hear me? So I did talking about pre-K, granny. Kindergarten, granny. First grade, granny house. I ain't talking about granny with her. Well, she was wherever the fuck she was at. 7th grade. They sent me over there to try to stay for a little bit. Came back in 3 months. Tony started, you know what I'm saying, with my head. 3rd grade. Went out there about 3-4 months.
So basically, pay attention, right? Go live with my moms. Now, how does this sound? Your mom's got a dude, and she'll let the dude do anything to you or your siblings. Because sometimes when you don't reach your apex, when you don't get that love, when you don't reach your full potential, guess what happens? You start to develop a low self-esteem. But guess what you not? This is why I say these environments, right? How often do we hear people talk about having low self-esteem? We know low self-esteem exists. But how many people have you ever heard admit or say they got a low self-esteem? Never. Do black people exist? Yeah, such thing as black people. You hear people say, hey, I'm black. Do white people exist? Yeah. You hear people say, hey, I'm white. People get cancer, they say, I got cancer. People got HIV, they say, I got HIV. People say, but there is some shit that we know exists, and guess what? We ain't never heard it. How we know it exists? Ain't nobody got a low self-esteem. Ain't no such thing as a bad mom. Ain't no such thing as having a low self-esteem. And when you take those things off the table, your parent can't be a fucked up parent. That's impossible. Watch your mouth. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody got a low self-esteem. So you know what that means? Whenever that man your mom's bring into her life start to abuse the kids, whose fault is it? Remember, ain't nobody got low self-esteem and ain't nobody a bad. Ain't nobody fucked up. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. It's your fault. You did it.
For the Christmas break, you know what I'm saying? Her husband putting his hands on me. Granny don't like this. Bring my baby back over here. 5th grade.
So you go live with his mom.
By the time the 5th grade, she actually did something about it. Like, you keep putting your hands on my child, because the nigga that beat me to a bloody pulp in real life. That's not, like, China, you gotta understand this lady. You don't understand, like,
That's a 5th grader?
As a 5th grader. No.
So he wanted to say something crazy about his moms. He like, yo, you don't understand, man. This lady, like. So every man she got in her life, she allowing to just dog him and abuse him. And of course he might got problems. Look at his life. Ma, you been abandoning me since we left the hospital. It's like my whole life, people been telling me how you ain't love me. And even if I wanted to believe that you love me, you never showed me. So now I'm with my whole life, and everybody around me that made me believe you ain't love me. And even if I wanted to have faith in you, your actions are showing it.
That happened in the 4th grade. I was going to Bush Elementary, so I was on punishment. Wasn't supposed to be watching TV. You know what I'm saying? They came in the house. My sister told on me just whoop, whoop, whoop. Then they tied me up with the orange stitcher cords and beat the shit out of me with the black ones until I started bleeding. No, he tied me with the black ones and beat the shit out of me with the orange stitcher cords, the garage ones, until I was in blood.
Let's go. Let's talk about it. So he said, he on punishment, he ain't supposed to be watching TV. If you got abused by your parents, you can put it in the chat. I want to know. If you're on TikTok, put it in the chat. If you're on Twitch, put it in the chat. You got abused by your parents when you was younger? He said, hey, my mom's dude tied me up with the black extension cords and whooped me out with the orange ones. Now, we all know this process. If you ever been through a situation where, because like, and let me tell you something, right? You know what's very common? It's not one dude. It's every single dude your moms get encounter and get with. You know what's about to happen. But I'm going to tell y'all something how I said I want to be different. I'm going to be different from men that come from my community. I'm going to be different from other impoverished men. God never make you put me before your child. Girl, I never make you make a choice. I'm going to try to make your child better. I'm going to try to be like a real father to your child. If your child is missing this, if your child is missing love and what it feels like to even see a strong man that look, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to have people. I'd rather people lie on me than for people to tell the truth. And I got to argue and yell and go crazy. Disappear on them. Slam doors. Just start throwing curse words and hurtful things at them. Because I don't like that they said the truth. So, like, I never want my stepkid to be like, oh, yo, you know you ain't there, you took my mom from me, you did this, you ain't, what? I'm not about, like, what's wrong with that? So, even if I was dealing with a woman that would have been down for that, girl, I'm not going to put you in a position where you feel like you got to be down for that. And if you ever think that I was going in that direction, you're going to learn shortly that's a method to it. It's a plan. Because we ain't going to bring bad weather. We try to make things better. That's the difference. You get this next Frank, man. Yeah. Listen to, yo, he going to say some crazy stuff, gang.
So, I did hear my mom on the phone saying, don't touch my child, this, that, and the other.
So this the time his mom was stepping up, but next time it happened.
That's for Miracle. This, that, you know what I'm saying, whatnot or whatever. And I was like, okay. Damn. Look, I cut that back because now this shit got me thinking about my daughter. Answer that. Make sure she okay. Yeah, that nigga started beating the dog shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? But my mama was on the phone, you know what I'm saying, screaming, don't touch my child, this, that, another little, but the damage had been done, man. This nigga been beating me for years. He ain't worried about that shit you talking about, but she finally left his ass that next year, you know what I'm saying? But I would only go stay with them for 3 months, you know what I'm saying, sometimes because Granny was just like,
so you
she was catching a metro bus nigga, from Lakewood to Bush Airport to take care of me, my nigga. Every day catching her, you know what I'm saying? And then,
so look what he's saying his grandmoms was doing for him.